Welcome to the weekly poll, everybody. I'm Benny the Comic Historian. That is Sal from Comic Pop. That is Joel from Cape to Joel and Comic Book Cast 2. That is Rob the Vape King from Comics Expert. And that is Legolas, aka Faust, from It's Super Effective. I like Legolas. It's cool. Rob, you gotta be Gimli.
I'm not gonna be. Well, no, because Gimli was pretty cool. Yeah,
all right. He was a baller. I'll be.
Have your axe or not, Rob? Come on.
You have my axe.
All right. So on today's show, we're going to be discussing rather briefly what we decide would be our top 5 timeless comics, combined with our reason behind it. Some of us have less on the options, but it's more to give you an idea of what we consider to be a timeless comic. And we're also going to be playing Marvel Cinematic Universe Trivia Pursuit.
Yeah.
Now, since they didn't fully decide if it was going to be teams or not, chat, you decide if it's going to be teams of 2 or individuals.
No, we decided it was going to be teams. We just didn't decide who gets Faust. Look, chat, I only watch the movies once, and then I forget everything that's in them. I'm going to be screwed.
We swear it wasn't a kickball situation where no one wanted to pick Faust last.
It was exactly a kickball situation. I said, who wants Faust? And you all went,
I'm the host. I have an excuse.
Going on right now.
We all trailed off.
Yeah.
Well,
Faust.
I think my kitchen's on fire. I better go deal with that.
All right, so Faust is the handicap. Let's play at this game. All right.
Faust is
here's how we're going to do this. Okay, so this is how the teams are going to be decided.
Here we go.
All right, I'm going to roll this dice. There's 6 options. Sal, pick Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, Avengers, or villains.
I'm going to go with villains.
Okay. Joel, pick one of those.
Of the ones that he said?
Yeah.
Or the ones you just... Hulk, I guess.
Hulk, okay, and Rob?
What were the options again?
You have Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and Avengers left.
The Avengers.
Okay. I'm going to roll this till one of your options come up. Whoever gets it is Faust's teammate.
Okay.
We got Iron Man. Nobody picked him. Iron Man. Nobody picked him. Cap. Nobody picked him.
Those dice are freaking loaded, man.
Iron Man. Nobody picked him.
Wow. Those are some
it's just like the
loaded
real
dice.
Marvel universe. It's just Iron Man over and over again.
Iron Man. We got Iron Man again. Oh, we got villains. Sal and Faust are a team.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, Rob, you and me. Let's take all their money. I'm playing for cash, right?
Here's what we're going to do first.
Bitcoins.
First, we're going to talk about our timeless comics, and I'll go first since I'm the one that threw that under the boat. Now, last week, if you watched the weekly poll, Sal and I got into a pseudo-hot topic because we were discussing Dark Knight, and I said that I'm not a huge fan of Dark Knight. While I do like the idea of the story, I don't like what people hold, like what pedestal it's held up onto. That was the core of what I said, and I think we got to a really funny thing. I called Freddy Krueger. People drew pictures. It was funny.
They drew pictures.
Man. Shout out to MD Kex for his art, man. He is the dude, man, when it comes to that. Just like the crazy stuff we say, he will bring to life with paper and ink. Good on you, sir.
So what we discovered, though, from that discussion of me not liking how much of a pedestal people put Dark Knight on, and for the record, I don't think I got to clarify this, but I dislike a lot of stories for that same reason. One story in particular that I do love, and a lot of people love, is Injustice. And I hate the pedestal Injustice has been put on as this incredible story. It's a good story, but it's not incredible.
For being a digital comic, it's probably the height that digital comics have been at right now.
And a video game tie-in.
Oh, and that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, for the same reason I discount Dark Knight, I discount quite a few other things that people enjoy a lot of because of the pedestal they're held on. One that Rob and I get into a huge debate about quite often is Civil War. Rob likes, and you guys have heard that debate a lot of times. I like Civil War. I don't think it's as like almighty as like Rob would like to make you think.
I agree.
Whatever, man. Civil War is amazing.
There's a lot to like about Civil War, but there's also a lot to unpack when you read it. When you're like, oh
God.
And I also think time has been weird to Civil War too, because how many times have you heard a-holes online hold up Cap's speech from that to defend their point of view?
Oh yeah. Captain America's speech is like a universal standard. Like everything good in this world can be justified with Captain America's speech.
Yeah,
Really?
So anyway, that's what I wanted to clarify from last week, because a lot of people came to me on Twitter, and first off, they drew the picture about me saying about Frank Miller. By the way, I like Frank Miller with Sin City. I'm not saying he's not. I just don't like the pedestal that he's whatever. We're not going to get into that argument again.
We did
He also did 300. That was pretty amazing too.
That's what I mean. He's done some good stuff. I just don't like it when someone's like revered for something that I don't think should be on the pedestal
I mean,
that it's on.
he's done
But
a couple
anyway,
good things
so
here
what
and
I
there,
consider
like the
a
entire
timeless
run of
book
Daredevil.
is something, and this is, I don't think I ever actually got to say this last week, but when I really sat down and thought about it, I really thought like, what do like if I were to sit down and someone goes, what are your timeless books? What books would you recommend to somebody? Because there's a lot of definitions behind that, be it a book that you can read whenever and it's still valuable, be it a book that is a game changer, be it a book that was, that kind of a thing. For me, it really is game-changing arcs that change the way comic books are received. And that's what I kind of consider a timeless book. Something that I would recommend you read, but it wouldn't be on the top of my list. It would be like, I'll give you my list of things you should start with. And then, by the way, if you see these, grab these. These are pretty good. So for me, that list is Identity Crisis from the DC. It was quite a game changer. They changed the face of how villains handle things.
It's a lot of how the universe got darker. A lot of people like to bring it back to that it was always, that was the point. That's like, we're getting darker and more serious and more adult after that.
Avengers Disassembled, because that changed the face of the Avengers.
Ooh, Avengers Assemble.
That is a good one.
Yeah, and
like
it's one of those
that
stories
led
that you
into.
can read without too much context, and you'll be like, oh, fuck.
That's always nice. That's always nice.
Snowbirds Must Fly, which is the story in which Green Lantern and Green Arrow discovered that Speedy is a heroin addict.
That was a good story. That
I
was a
have
real
that
good story.
artwork up on my wall. It's one of my favorite Neil Adam pieces. I got that signed for him. That's up on my wall. People who watch my videos will know that.
Jeff Johns' Green Lantern run, and that might be a slight bias, but it did change the face of the Lantern Corps in its entirety. Like
Everyone is still chasing the Jeff Johns run to this day. No disrespect to any of the new writers, but that's still the high watermark. And you could throw his Flash in there too. That's still a very high.
I like his Flash, but it didn't change anything like his Green Lantern did.
Right.
His Green Lantern created an entirely new mythos for that character.
Rewrote the book. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, then in that case, you could throw his Aquaman in there too.
Yeah, his
'cause
Aquaman
that
did a little
really-
rewriting. Yeah.
That's true.
And this is the shocker, but I hold these two in the same tier, Kingdom Come and Dark Knight, because they showed the Elseworlds, like, they show what could be, that kind of a thing. They explore that possibility. Like I said, I just wouldn't recommend Dark Knight as a top tier, go read it right this second, But I wasn't against it. It just made for a fun argument.
Did it ever?
All right, so those are what I would, like, if you were to sit down and say, okay, not your recommended list, books that change the face of comics that you should read so you have an idea of what comics are now. And the reason Dark Knight is on there, as much as I'm not a humongous fan of the story, you were right, Sal. It did change. Like, people started chasing Frank Miller after that. They did in that manner.
That's true.
For better or worse.
So following that mentality, because I always thought of Kingdom Come, but then I was sitting there thinking Kingdom Come is one of mine, because that did change. Like, that gave an idea, like, superheroes are fallible. This is where they could become. And a lot of Elseworld stories following that changed. I'm pretty sure, like, things like Red Sun and stuff like that came all afterwards, or right around, but that was all the same concept. Superheroes are wrong in some aspects.
Yeah.
I would like to say Injustice is based entirely on that concept.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no question. Oh,
Yeah.
Injustice is basically DC's in-continuity Watchmen, written by lesser people. Like,
Exactly.
I'm not saying, like, the writers are bad. I'm just saying, like, it ain't Watchmen. It's just what they want Watchmen to be like. It's
Right,
Michael
right.
Bay's Watchmen.
It did wonders for Tom Taylor's career, though.
And Marguerite Bennett helped out with that book as
right,
well. Like, there's some great stuff in there, surprisingly enough. But anyway.
So those are mine. Since we're on a slight time constraint, because Rob doesn't have all night to go, and Sal normally has to take off after this. Sal, since you and I were the two big debaters, what are your timeless books?
Timeless books. We got a couple of repeats. Kingdom Come, for obvious reasons. I've got Preacher on there. I think Preacher is a timeless comic because, and my criteria is, like, it changed the face of comics, or it is a story that is evocative of the human condition, and it can make you, and you can set it pretty much at any time. And the fact is, you can make Preacher a Western or a future story or a present day, and either way it works.
I think they've done all those variations.
Yeah.
You can make it an AMC show, and we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, you can make it bad and see what happens.
But Harrison Star looks perfect, though.
I mean, we talked about Watchmen. Watchmen's on my list because Watchmen is another thing that, like, just completely shifted the entire superhero balance, and it changed the face of graphic novels, the face of comics in general. Bone by Jeff Smith is on there because it's another story that it changed. I don't know if it changed the face because you kind of had ElfQuest before that, but you have it changed the way people looked at like kid-friendly comics. I think Bone is a
comedy
story.
books. Comedy books
comedy
don't get
books.
the same sort of respect that all these other big.
I'm actually shocked to hear Bone, because like Bone, I would never consider to be a timeless book. I mean,
Bone is, I think it is. I think
book.
if you consider Lord of the Rings timeless, if you consider like Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe timeless, I think Bone is right up in there.
Yeah, no, if you're putting those in the same tier, I can totally see that. I never would have thought of Bone in that manner. You know?
Oh yeah, it's true. There's a couple. I have like a list of 10, but I'm not gonna. But I'm sure I have a couple of repeats.
No, it's fine because
sure
we have Faust.
Yeah, I'm sure Rob is going to talk about God Loves Man Kills, so I'm going to let him take that one. Marvels is another one where it's cemented in the time that it came from. It's
Marvels
literally
is
a
so
representation. If Rob, that's on your list, I won't talk too much about it.
it's
But
not
the
on my
fact
list.
is, like, it was arguably like when we first got to see Alex Ross make or realize our heroes in the flesh, almost. Like, it was the closest thing we got until the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mouse by Art Spiegelman is another book that changed the face of comics and completely shifted everything. It showed, it played with the format, but while also giving us something real and scary and dark and valuable. Let's see. Dark Knight Returns on there. Lone Wolf and Cub I got to put on there.
Now, let me ask you this one real quick. This isn't the debate episode, guys. We're not here to debate everyone's choices.
No, exactly. I'm not like, well, wrong.
You're right. No. Well, why would you
tell
pick
you.
Dark Knight Returns over Dark Knight?
Well, well, what Dark Knight? Like, what?
Or you think of Dark Knight Strikes Again?
That's my fault.
It is
Dark
a
Knight
bit
Returns is the
confusing.
first one, and then
Dark Knight Returns actually. Well, I actually talk about this a lot in our Dark Knight 3 conversation, but I'll say it now. It's just I put Dark Knight Returns on there because Dark Knight Returns was the first Batman story to shatter the pop culture mindset of what Batman was supposed to be. From up until 1986, everyone who didn't read comics, because you had Neil Adams who already made Batman into like a real person. The world at large saw Batman as a groovy cat who danced his way to victory. And Joker was a silly idiot who would like put makeup over his mustache.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, it wasn't until like Time magazine wrote a review of it and it became a New York Times bestseller comic and like people started to read it. I mean, Stephen King espouses about Dark Knight Returns. Tim Burton uses it as reference material for his version of the movie that then inspired the pop culture's mindset of who Batman is supposed to be.
Yeah.
It caused a domino effect for the Batman character.
Right. No, that actually was my mistake. For some reason, I always mentally think Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Returns is the sequel.
Oh yeah, because it's
in actuality, it's Dark Knight Returns and then Strikes Again, and that's where I get them mixed up. It's just one of those things I always confuse in my head. Like Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Returns is the sequel. No, it
is.
So what I was asking was because I thought you put the sequel on there.
Oh,
why did you pick the sequel over the first one? Like after our whole debate, you went with the sequel.
Oh no, the sequel because they experiment with digital colors and everyone looks hideous.
That's what I was asking because I got the books confused. The title.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't have spent so much time reading.
That's why I was like, no, it's cool that you explained it. I'm just saying, like, no, I get Dark Knight being on there.
And so if we could talk more about them, but like the last one I'm going to put on there, and it's not technically a comic book, but it's a comic strip that changed everything and informs what most people want, like what most people our age want to see in comics. Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good one.
I'd go with that.
It is timeless. You could set it any time. You can read it any time. You give it to children from any time, and they'll read it.
And the creator didn't sell out, or didn't at least sell out his property the same way.
There's no Calvin and Hobbes like calendars, window magnets, or suction cup dolls, or
dude kept it pure.
Yeah, he kept it pure.
Pure, uncut Calvin and Hobbes.
He could have done more, but he didn't.
What is he doing? Side note: what is he doing now?
Bill Watterson, he learned to play the guitar. He tried to experiment with watercolors, and the last time we saw him was in a documentary about comic strips called Stripped, in which he finally came out of hiding and did like an audio interview and shared his feelings. He also drew and painted the poster for the movie, so it's the first technical Bill Watterson cartoon that you've seen since like
Yeah, because I remember that was like his big thing. Bill Watterson was like, I own Calvin and Hobbes. No one's going to do anything with it. And I'm never going to come out and say anything. I'm never going to do anything. I'm just
he became a
He
hermit.
went,
but, like,
he went the Ditko route, just
That's what I
hiding.
was going to say. He's a Steve Ditko of.
he is a Steve
Calvin.
Ditko. Except
Ditko
he
is alive,
actually-
everybody. It's just no one has any pictures of him from the last 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I legit. Yeah, and Bill Watterson, same deal. The only pictures people have of him is his self-caricatures that he like submitted for books and stuff. Like it's spectacular.
So
I'm
okay,
hoping he doesn't.
no, and those are great options too. Like I said, this isn't the debate episode. We did that last week.
No, exactly.
And we all want to see how much knowledge Faust knows.
I know lots about comics, just fuck all about movies. Right.
Fuck all about movies.
That's right.
All right,
For
Joel,
record,
what is
in
your
England,
favorite
in England, it's okay for him to say that. That's
true.
amazing.
Well, I approached my 5 a little differently than you guys, because again, like Sal said before, I imagine you guys would have the big ones like The Kingdom Comes and The Dark Knight Returns and everything. I kind of split mine up by writer, character, run, and then story in that run that I really like. Obviously, of course, anyone who knows me, I'm a gigantic Green Arrow fan. A lot of Green Arrow stories I could have picked from. I was actually really happily surprised that Benny picked Green Lantern, Green Arrow one. That was nice. I picked one from the Winnick run. It's my favorite run, and it's Heading into the Light from that run, which was the big one where Dr. Light came back to fight him, and basically after building his life up and making him really happy, Green Arrow, and giving him his new family and his new status quo and everything, Winnick's like, okay, let's tear this all down then. So it's like, so Deathstroke comes after him and Constantine Dracon comes after him. And then at the end, like, Merlin's like, it was me all along, Green Arrow. It was me, Merlin, who was pulling the strings. He's like, oh, man. And then they fight in the park and they're just stabbing each other. And it's this whole big deal. They're like, man, how's this going to end? And then it technically didn't end because then they do like the 5 years later thing, or like the 5 months later. They jump forward to the future. But it's a great. I like this story because this very easily could have been the last word ever written on Green Arrow. It feels very much like a story where it's like you could have ended it right there and you would have gone out on a high note. And I feel that's a thing in comics where, because some of these characters have been written for upwards of 75 years, we're never going to get a final story. We're never going to get an end. So it feels nice when a writer goes, "Nah, you can just tag out here if you want and be happy."
I like that.
So that's why I like that one. Another one that I think is just like, landmark run. You only really need to know this, and you will understand everything about the character. That is Garth Ennis, Punisher Max.
Oh God, that wasn't on my list, but that's a good one to pick.
That is
But
just
it's going on.
That's everything in the character. That's, you read that, you understand it is as mean-spirited and uncut as it needs to be, and in the way that only Garth Ennis could deliver to everyone. If I had to pick a particular story from that, it would be the story Widowmaker. And that's when a bunch of the wives of a bunch of the mafiosos that Punisher has killed over the years start basically like a book club. Like, they come together and say, look, the police will never give us justice because our husbands were mafiosos. Let's kill the Punisher ourselves.
Dude,
and it's
so
all
good.
these women. Like, yeah, it focuses more on these women trying to kill the Punisher. And it asks these really interesting moral quandaries about revenge and what is right, where it's like, are these women evil for seeking revenge on the Punisher when he himself has not avenged his family 100 times over? And if anything, he's going crazier in his old age, because the woman running the group is like, in one night, the Punisher killed my husband, my father, and my 2 sons at a birthday party. He opened up with a machine gun and killed all of them in one night. And I'm like, oh, does this lady not deserve her revenge? I don't know. All-Star Superman, which I'm surprised no one mentioned yet.
Yes.
Again, like,
it's on my
mention it,
list,
but
but I
assumed
didn't
other
get into
people
it.
would say it.
so many people
I
go.
feel bad for Faust. He's going to be at the end and be like, what's left?
Oh no, you guys have said nothing that's on my list, so I'm fine.
That's good, because I mean, like, so many people say, I don't get Superman, man. I don't understand him. How do you like a character who's so powerful and so godlike and everything's like, read this book and you will understand.
Yeah.
Read that one. I mean, Morrison gets it all done in just like a couple stories. It's just like, yep, that's all of Superman, just condensed into one book.
And what's beautiful is it's a definitive Superman for if you want that Superman, but you can read another version and it's the definitive Superman for another version. Like, you got Mark Waid's Superman, which is a totally different Superman that's also timeless. That book is amazing,
Do you
both
think
in writing
anyone's
and
going to look back on the powerless Superman as a timeless era for Superman?
Oh man, that'll be great.
Or how about red and blue?
Red and blue
Superman?
Oh
Superman.
God!
Blue
Well, those are
Superman.
already classics.
Yeah, I mean, I have a poster of it.
My favorite thing about All-Star Superman 2 is it gives me one of my favorite cop-out arguments, and that is he's not dead, he's just fixing the sun, and he'll be back later.
Yeah. But
No
he
one ever
does. I remember we did a back issues on it, and I'm like, and he's dead. And they're like, oh no, in DC 1 million, he returned. And I'm like, all right.
The second you say
Narratively-
DC 1 million.
Yeah.
But my last two here, this was really hard picking one because I think he's a character who has had some of the greatest successions of writers ever, and that is Daredevil. I'm picking the Bendis run because it was the first run that I ever read.
So like awesome, no, awesome, no.
Yeah, he goes up and down so much. And if I had to pick a particular story from that Daredevil run, and there's like a million great stories in the Bendis, I mean the friggin' Murdoch papers and all this other stuff. But the one I picked was a little bit more of an obscure one, and that is the Golden Age. And the Golden Age is this old retired mobster who Matt Murdock put away. He was like the kingpin of Hell's Kitchen before the Kingpin. Comes back, and he's old, and his wife died when he's in prison. And he now knows that Matt Murdock is Daredevil because that was the story when his, secret identity got leaked to the world. And he enacts this plan. He manipulates the Gladiator into fighting on his side and everything. And he shoots up with a bunch of mutant growth hormone, and it's just like him trying to take apart Matt Murdock's life. And Matt Murdock can't fight this old man because if he does, people are going to know that he's Daredevil. Right. And then compounding this story further, this was also the story that Angela Del Toro, the White Tiger, was first introduced.
Oh, cool.
As an FBI agent who was tracking Daredevil, but then eventually gets the amulet and says, look, my uncle killed himself when you were representing him in court. You got to help me be a hero. And Daredevil's like cutting himself off from the world at this point. It's like, okay, fine, I'll come out of retirement and help you do this. And then he does. And then the end of the story is just him letting this old man hopped up on drugs beat him up in the middle of the square because he's like, okay, I just got to take my beating here because he's old and his heart will eventually give out. And it does. And that's how Daredevil wins the fight, by letting this old angry man wail on him. And that's a good story. I really like that
I
one.
like how Joel's really going in depth into his stories. He's almost doing like a comic story in episode. And then this happened. And then this happened.
Hey, man, if we got to do one of these, maybe that's a crossover we should. My final one, and this is a total personal pick for me. I love Gail Simone, and I love her work on The Secret Six. I love D-list villains. I think this was the book that really helped elevate them and say, D-list villains are people too, man, with thoughts and feelings and pathos. And the particular story from that I picked was Cat's Cradle. And this was the one that re-envisioned the character of Catman as someone, actually worthwhile and not a crappy character. And it was him trying to get his son back. He basically does Taken before Taken was a thing. And like Catman's scary.
Skills.
It's just like that. And he's beating up dudes in Africa. And even the end of the story where we find it's like, well, why did they kidnap Catman's kid? And it's like, we kidnapped him because we wanted to give him a better life. Because he will only continue this lifestyle of villainy if you continue to raise him and be in your life. And I think like Cheshire is his mom. Cheshire was the kid's mom. And it's like this kid is predisposed to villainy at this point, like genetically predisposed, and we are going to try and give him a better life. And in the end, Catman goes, yeah, you're right. You should take my kid away. You should give him a better life. And he makes this really difficult choice. And it's like, dude, why am I caring about Catman so much?
Catman's kid's name was Joel Daly. He now lives in Canada.
And that's my true origin story. That's why this story is so meaningful to me, because I was there for it. And that's my 5.
Nice.
All right, Rob, let's vape it up. Get a good puff in.
Well, number 1 on my list, Dan Jurgens' Death of Superman.
Wow, really?
Really.
You know what? It's I would say that's one of the most iconic images in comics.
Yeah.
I agree.
Can I just say that Sal and Benny just then sound like kids from like a 90s commercials? Just like, really?
Whoa!
Oh my God!
Son.
Cheerios.
You have a Sega Genesis? Wow.
Yeah.
I picked that because it killed Superman. It killed the most iconic superhero of all time. And to me, that story will stand the test of time as being timeless. People will always look back, and if they remember anything about comic books, they'll remember the time that Superman died.
Yeah.
And so to me, it's a timeless story because you could pick it up at any point in time and read it, and even with the Justice League at the time, whatever it is, you can just Superman died. Oh my God, Superman's dead. Especially the ending scene, where he's laying there dead, you got Batman, you got all these superheroes there, and this, the next one was Days of Future Past.
I just like
Oh yeah.
I call Days of Future Past because you can read it in isolation. You don't need to know anything else. It's
Wolverine wearing that coat.
Why is Wolverine wearing that coat? It's the worst case.
Because it's chilly.
It's the worst case scenario for mutants. What if they failed? Like, what if humanity turns against mutants? What if the X-Men failed completely? That to me, there's never been a story that's ever been written in the history of Marvel Comics where the X-Men had failed so disastrously that they allowed the assassination of McTaggart, Xavier, and Senator Kelly to happen, and Days of Future Past took place. So to me, that's a timeless one. The next one is Superman number 76 from 19 whenever it was when when Batman and Superman first met. That was when they officially first met, and DC established a shared continuity.
Nice.
That's
important.
That is a very important one, and that's a timeless one
good.
because it allowed for them to start crossing characters over.
What's the Marvel equivalent of that? Like Namor, Human Torch from way back in whatever.
It's like Fantastic Four number wherever where like Spider-Man first showed up.
That's Amazing Spider-Man number 1.
Oh, Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Okay, yeah. Then that's it. The next one, and this is actually an interesting one. Warren Ellis's Ruins.
Hey, getting some Ellis love, right?
Because dude, it was so good. It's the worst. It's a really dark story. It's really really messed up, but I consider it to be a timeless one because everybody knows the superheroes. Well, the question, what would it be like if it didn't happen that way? If they were just monstrosities, instead. And then finally, my last one, and I think people who follow me on Comics to Coffee will know this. Paul Jenkins and Jay Lee's The Sentry.
The Sentry, yeah.
I picked that as a timeless one because of how it was written, because they made it look like the Sentry had been around all that time. It's never the case. But you can read it by itself. You don't need to know the ins and outs of all the superheroes. All you need to know is who Xavier is, who a handful of people are, and the way it's done. I think it's probably one of the best written stories in the history of Marvel. But I consider that to be a timeless story.
Like the only solo book the Sentry ever got, right?
Well, no, he had a solo book later on, but it sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quesada really screwed his character up.
The only one worth talking about.
Yeah, Quesada. I don't Quesada, man. I fuck Quesada.
He helped fix it, and then he broke it.
I was gonna say Spider-Man One More Day, but I don't want to bring up that whole thing all over again.
Didn't want to beat that dead horse again.
The last discussion we had helped me to understand that I was apparently wrong about Spider-Man One More Day. The chat helped me to understand that I was wrong. That public opinion, like popular opinion, is what I should go with. So Spider-Man One More Day is obviously a bad story. So.
Right, and every time someone finds that episode, they're like, a comment will come.
Yeah,
it's like raw.
Yeah.
But hey, what? That's the thing about comics too. Everything we said, history, sometimes things come back around for stories. So maybe one day something, popular opinion will start swinging the other way.
Yeah.
People will rediscover.
You have a lot of people in your corner. There are a lot of people who are like, I don't care. Like, I'm just glad that Mary Jane's gone.
Well, now she's in Ironman. But all right, that's everything, right?
No, I haven't gone.
No, for Rob. All the important people have gone, so we can move forward to trivia. Right, exactly.
Woohoo, I'm important.
It's the hair, Faust. It's the hair.
Okay, so I think my point of view of a timeless comic is a little bit different to all of yours, but I'm foreign, so that's okay.
I love that excuse.
It's my favorite excuse. I could get away with murder because of it.
I guess you because of magic.
I think my point of view of what a timeless comic is that no matter when you are born, you can relate to it, and its messages kind of still hold up. So because of that, that's like the same reason that people see The Cat in the Hat and The Lord of the Rings as both timeless stories. Right. So that's sort of my
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Oh my god, that wasn't intentional.
Not only is Lord of the Rings timeless, but the hairstyles will live forever.
I love your elvish bread.
It actually looks really good, Faust. I know I'm giving you a lot of crap for it.
I'm going back to silver hair in a few days anyway, so it's fine.
It looks good.
The moral of the story, kids, is never be different, or else people will harp on that thing that's different.
So basically, never be friends with a guy.
So number one on my most timeless comics.
Wait, hold on. Before you do that, I'm interrupting you on purpose. The chat is all saying Incoming Teen Titans. Spoiler alert, Teen Titans.
There are no Teen Titans on this list.
Really?
What?
None. So we've got Flex Mentallo, Man of Muscle Mystery, by Grant Morrison.
Grant Morrison, of course.
Okay.
Because like the whole point of that story is it was divided into 4 issues, and each issue is a phase of your life, and it's all about taking responsibility for your life and sort of, finding out who you are and sort of not being an asshole.
Very semi-autobiographical for Morrison at that point in his life.
Yeah, and we all need to learn to not be assholes. So that's why that's timeless.
It's a good message.
That's fair. Yeah. You think it's a no dumb message, but no.
Grant Morrison's Doom Patrol. Two Grant Morrison things on this list because I think not everyone can relate to this, but I think people that read comics will be able to relate to it because if you read comics, you're probably considered a bit of a freak growing up.
Freak outcast heroes.
Yeah, and the people in the Doom Patrol are like X-Men times 1,000,000. Not only were they freaks, they were considered a danger to those around them, and because of that, they were weird. They were true outcasts. They make the X-Men look like the popular kids. So because of that, I just...
Did you ever read the Doom Patrol Secret 6 crossover they did? That was really cool. Yeah, because they're like, look, you're the freak outcast villains and we're the freak outcast heroes. We should work together. Forget the Legion of Doom. Forget the Justice League. We'll fight anyway.
Then we got Death, the High Cost of Living. Again, we all need to learn the value of life. We all need to take responsibility for our own lives. And we all need to learn to just not be so negative all the time. Which is something I think YouTube commenters could take a
page from.
Are you trying to give a hint to the people watching the stream, Faust?
No, not at all. I'm not looking at
Just saying hint.
The work will be done. Yeah.
And I don't have Teen Titans on this list, but I do have Young Justice. Because
There we go.
The person who put a bet in and lost $5, do you now win because it's Young Justice?
That's just, they're gonna have to debate that forever. Like, is Young Justice technically a Teen Titans book?
No, it's not a Teen Titans book, and let me tell you for why. The Teen Titans, the whole point of that book is it's very grounded in the time it was released in, which is kind of like the opposite of being timeless in my definition of timelessness.
It's timeful.
Yeah, it's like the 80s Teen Titans looks like it's a thing out of the 80s. The Teen Titans from 2003 looks like it's from the early 2000s. Young Justice doesn't have a time. You could read that at any point. It's like, this is a comic that was written at some point, I guess.
Right, that's true.
It also kind of like ties into my number 5, which is Robin. Because of the combination of Young Justice and Robin, Teen Titan, or like teen characters and younger characters actually started being written like younger characters. And up to that point, younger characters were kind of written like adults or miniature adults that sometimes had to go through weird stuff. But
or they were petulant brats who were like just insufferable.
Even Spider-Man, who always gets like the he was the first young hero, with real young people problems. He was still adults writing young people problems.
Yes.
Whereas Young Justice, it was like these kids are having fun being heroes, and then suddenly they realize, oh shit, we could die doing this. So they split up, and like it was a big thing. Like their reactions were actually like young people, and that was the first time that was done in comics. And
I like that.
No, I can totally see that. Now let me ask you this: I'm going to be doing a Young Justice comic really soon on my channel. Should I do the original or that remake comic that they based the TV show on?
Fuck that remake.
Now you see, Faust and I may need to go to Civil War over that because I'm a big fan of the Young Justice TV show. I know it's nothing like the comics. I appreciate that, but
they made a comic based on it, Joel. That's what I'm talking about.
I know they did. Okay, I will say that the comic's not as good as the show. It's not really good.
What? No,
the comic is not as good as the show, no.
Okay, how do you take a comic that's all about emotions and interactions and figuring out who you were as a teenager and, oh my god, I've got powers and puberty, how the fuck do I do this, to let's fight some bad guys every week, guys.
It's simple. It's called Spider-Man.
Justice.
It's called anything by Spider-Man.
All right, guys, that is our timeless books. That's what we consider to be timeless and what we chose to be them. Jumpstart did a great idea. Maybe we can put this on the website.
That's what we consider to be them?
Yeah.
Huh?
That's what we consider to be them.
That's what we consider to
That's
be
what
them.
we consider to be them. Yeah.
That's them. All right,
Man,
and now we're
that's
gonna
a
move
good
on
English.
to the. I don't English speak me no.
Look,
I'd be
we got to
speaking-
gooder her up. We got to gooder her up all around.
All right, guys. So basically, you all want a Jessica Jones spoiler cast, and we'll probably be bringing you a separate episode for that, allowing you to watch it at your leisure, as opposed to trying to spoil it for you early on. Plus,
lot of
I
TV.
haven't even started it yet, so I have a week now to do that. But I thought of a great idea. I'm totally taking credit for this. I thought of a great idea as a replacement for today's show, and that is the Marvel Cinematic Universe Trivia Pursuit that I saw at GameStop for $10.
Nice. Was that a Black Friday buy, or was that like an impulse buy as you were on?
I was an
your way out?
impulse buy today while I was in the store getting Just Cause, and I was like, oh, God, what are we going to talk about? They want to do that Jessica Jones thing. I don't want to be a part of that. What can we do?
Thanks, GameStop.
So, here's how this is going to work. The teams are Sal and Faust, and Joel and Rob. So I'm going to roll
Sal.
these dice.
Do we have team names?
Now, here's what we're going to do, okay? Red dice will be a Rob and Joel question. Blue dice will be a Sal and Faust question. Okay, so easy thing, right? We'll go down the same thing. You'll each get your questions. You then have what time limit should we give to come up with an answer so that we're not like sitting here for 10 minutes?
What, 30, I'd say
10
like
minutes.
15, 20 seconds.
What's the Jeopardy rule? Yeah, 30 seconds.
Okay, and
Yeah.
since I'm the one hosting the stream, you guys should all like have separate chats going so you can discuss things.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do 30 seconds. That's gonna be the rules.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
think
gonna get the
so.
counter going here. All right, and we're gonna do this for the rest of the podcast, and we're gonna see who is more knowledgeable about Marvel. For the record,
No, it's not Marvel.
Cinematic
it's the
Universe.
Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay, let's
Got to put them caveats.
for the
in.
record, I'm just gonna
I
throw
think-
this out there. Joel has an extreme advantage because he has literally a guy that went by the name Marvel Explained like 6 months ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, he does. Plus, I have a series of videos titled the timeline of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Unless you guys want to have the three of you against Rob and see who's
No, that's not fair.
You know what? If it's a massacre, we'll just do a round like a all or
massacre.
nothing.
Make it
So
sound like
it's
it's a Survivor
Sal's versus
series. Like,
Joel. All right, guys. First one. Red's over there. All right, so Rob and Joel, you got an Iron Man question.
Okay.
Sal and Faust got villains.
Okay.
So I'll give Sal and Faust the advantage because Faust doesn't know a lot about cinematic universe. They'll get their question first, giving them 10 more seconds on top of.
Okay.
Sound
That's
good?
fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a stopwatch. Okay, here we go.
Wait.
The monster that Emil Blonsky turns into.
The Abomination. Final answer.
nice.
You don't want to phone a friend?
That was a team effort.
That was. Faust, you got it. man.
You don't want to
All
call
right,
Dennis?
Question.
And okay, so that was your 30 seconds to roll with, and then well, actually we'll do like one and then the other. That makes more sense.
Okay. Well, because I was gonna say, if we don't get the question right, does the question go to the other team?
Yes.
Or can we openly discuss? Okay.
So I'll ask the question. The other team gets 30 seconds to decide what the answer is. If they don't get it, it goes to the other team, and we'll go. And then if it doesn't go there, chat can try and get it.
Okay. Cool.
And we'll see who has the win at the end. I don't have a piece of paper to write this down, so Joel, your
Chat will
duty
keep
is to
score.
Yeah, let the chat keep the score because I
Chat
got so many
will
freaking windows.
Okay.
score us.
All right. So Sal and Faust, you've got. Yes, that was the answer. Okay. Should I do it like that?
Oh, nice. Oh, freeze frame. I got it.
Yeah, really. All right. So the Iron Man question is. I'm just gonna see how quickly they can answer this.
Yeah.
Who is Iron Man?
Tony Stark.
Yeah. I don't know. Some guy, Ooh, Robert Downey Jr. It's Robert Downey Jr.
It's the senator from Iron Man 2.
Final answer.
No.
Anthony
15
Tony
seconds
Stark.
left. I'm just saying.
I said Tony Stark as soon as you said it. As soon as you asked it.
It's the senator.
Man, we're good at this game, Rob.
We are amazing, dude. This is
All right.
ridiculous.
Second top question. Here we go. Rob and Joel, you got a villains question, while Faust and Sal got a Captain America question.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. So Captain America question is, who plays Captain America?
I'm dyslexic and there are like a million Chris's. Oh my god.
No,
It's
wait.
true.
So Faust has to answer. Faust has to answer this.
Fuck you.
There's only like a dozen Marvel Chris's.
Faust, you have only 20 seconds left.
Why do I have to answer? It's not Chris Pratt. It's the one of the other Chris's.
It's not
Chris Evans. It's Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, dude, man,
I
this,
think there was a little angel on your shoulder.
dude, man, this vape, dude, this vape is, man, it's making me choke up, dude.
All right. The villain question is, what villain said it was Banner?
Ooh.
Oh shit.
That one's much more obscure. Okay, so it obviously has to be the Hulk movie, and there's only one Hulk movie. That's the Edward Norton one.
That's considered in continuity by as far as trivia pursuit is.
That is. Now, is Thunderbolt Ross considered a villain? Because that sounds like something more
15 seconds.
Thunderbolt Ross would say than the Abomination would
Final
say.
answer?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Thunderbolt Ross.
You got it, General Ross.
Woohoo!
I was getting ready to like turn the movie on.
And he's coming back for Civil War, so there you go.
Yes, he is. Thank God.
So awesome.
I'm so excited.
This is fun because some of them are really obscure and some of them are stupid.
That
He
was
was
like
the second unit director.
All right, so you guys have Hulk, Sal, and Faust, and the other one's Thor for you guys. All right, so
okay.
Hulk question is, name the actor who plays Emil Blonsky.
Faust, do you know?
no.
It's Tim Roth.
Yes, it is.
He was also a coffee shop guy.
He's an Englishman. I thought, you know.
He was also the bellhop in 4 Rooms.
That's right.
Yes.
Right,
He
so
was
the
also
Thor
Mr.
question
Orange.
is, so far it's 2-2. The Thor question is, Hawkeye first appeared in Thor, is played by what actor?
Mr.
God, what is his name?
Jeremy Renner. It's Jeremy,
Jeremy
Renner.
Renner. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah.
3-3.
You're lucky to have me, Rob.
I am lucky to have you.
So far,
Nobody
Joel's
cares about
taking the
Hawkeye.
win on this one.
Hawkeye doesn't even care about Hawkeye.
Sal and Faust get Captain America.
No.
and-
Me and Joel are even. I guess Tony Stark when you asked the question before. All right,
You
we're one
got
on
Tony
one.
Stark. Go
We're
Rob.
1-1.
Rob and Joel have the Hulk. So the Captain America question is, what actor plays Steve Rogers' best friend, James Buchanan Barnes?
Faust? So I think I got it.
Go if you've got it.
I'm glad
think
you
it's-
guys got this.
I think it's Sebastian Stan.
No. Wait. Yes. I was looking at the
I was like, what?
Wrong. Wait. Right.
He has a
50-50
comic
shot.
book name.
All right. So the Hulk question is, name the actor who plays General Ross.
Oh, William Hurt.
Yep.
There you go.
Yes.
Is he hurt?
The Village's William Hurt.
All
Yep.
right.
He's simultaneously tricking people into believing they're living in like the 15th century while fighting the Incredible Hulk.
All right.
And also
So
firing
for
missiles at
Sal and Faust, Hulk for Joel and Rob.
Like,
Villain's question.
Let me get a Scarlet Witch question. I'm going to be on it. Because she's only been in one movie.
Name a crazy chick that warped reality.
The villain's question is, the Agent Jesper Sitwell is played by what actor?
Oh,
dude.
God.
That's rough. He's been in
God.
so much. He's been in specials.
Yeah.
He's been on the TV shows. I could never tell you that.
I do not know. I think it's Jasper Sitwell, by the way.
Yes.
Partial point.
Partial point.
Yeah. I do not know, and I will never know that.
All right.
I think-
The answer is Hernandez. Oh, Maximiliano Hernandez.
That was
Who
a
the
tough
hell
one.
was going to get that
Oh,
right?
great.
That was a rough one.
That old chestnut. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, for you guys, what is the Hulk's other name?
All right, Hulk, ready? Who wrote the screenplay for The Incredible Hulk?
Oh, dude.
Nice. All right.
Oh, man. Hold on. I need to check my email real quick.
I feel like I should know this because the guy who directed it was also the guy who did Unleashed that I really like, and like he has like one good movie and one bad movie back and forth. I think he wrote it, but I
Oh,
couldn't-
yeah, I forgot. I'm supposed to roll it over to the other team if you guys can't get it. My bad.
Maximilian
actually-
Hernandez is our answer for the guy that played Jasper Sitwell.
All right, hold on. So the screenplay, you got an answer? Final answer, last chance.
Nah, I don't know.
All right,
Lu-
Sal and Faust.
Zach Penn.
Holy crap, the hell?
Shit.
Are you serious? No, he looked it up.
Yeah, I did.
I was joking.
Gonna say Louis Leterrier or
I
whatever.
was about to be like,
No, dude, give
What
him.
the hell?
I say give him a point.
I
Give
was
him a
like,
point.
I know
Read a lot
nothing
of that
about
as well.
the movies except the screenwriters.
Do we give Faust a yellow card now for looking stuff up?
Look, I'm from England. I'm gonna cheat.
Yeah.
He's gonna come over here and colonize all of us.
all right. So chat gets that point by default on both sides.
The chat gets
so
the
chat
point?
gets an automatic 2 points. Oh God, I'm apparently updating my GeForce experience. All right.
I get that every day.
All right, so chat gets 2 points. So what is the point total at now, chat?
All right, Chattel World, let's see.
Chattel World.
And
The
You
weekly
guys have
chat.
Hulk for Sal and Faust. Joel and Rob have villains.
Okay.
I
okay.
feel like we're getting a lot of Hulk.
Yeah. A lot of
Which is weird because Hulk is just one movie. Is
know.
the
freaking movie.
What color
All
is the
right,
Hulk?
trivia can
So
exist.
the whole question is, name the actress who plays Dr. Betty Ross.
Liv Tyler.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yay. I wonder if she'll come back.
I hope so.
They really don't seem to, which is sad because she could be Red She-Hulk, and how cool would that be?
Yeah.
Whoever suggested game show music, it's now playing Price is Right music in the background.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, so the question for you guys is villains. Oh, God. What is the name of the alien army that Loki hopes to use to conquer Earth?
Chitauri.
I'm looking for exact spelling here.
Shi'ar, I think.
The Kree.
the Badoon? Is it the Badoon?
The Badoons.
So far, none of this is correct.
I already said Chitauri, dude.
He said
Oh,
it right off the
okay.
bat.
I said it right off the
That's
bat.
a being
All right, so
jerk.
one
God,
for-
Biddy,
one
you
for
are the
Steve.
worst host ever.
Just,
Not
Yeah, no,
hearing
this
the
was a
answers.
spelling
That's
bee,
what
and you had to
Joel keeps
spell
drowning
Chitauri.
you out.
We said it was the guy Zach when you asked the screenplay question. You still didn't give us points. I mean, I don't understand what's going on.
Chitari to me
Oh.
always sounds like some kind of ripoff of Chipotle.
yeah.
All right, you both have the Captain America question. So we're going for a lightning round. I'm going to ask it, and whichever team can answer it first, you guys will get the points. Ready? The
Go, Sal.
question is, who plays Dr. Abraham Erskine in Captain America: The First Avenger?
Stanley Tucci. No, not Stanley Tucci. Stanley Tucci.
Yeah, what the? Yeah, Rob.
Oh,
Hey, there you go.
Shit. I was thinking the other guy, the robot guy.
All right, now we have a team in the lead finally. All right. All right, we've got a Thor question for for Faust and Sal. Faust will get bonus points with his hair if he doesn't meet Thor's tone.
Bonus points.
The Thor movies are the ones I've seen the least because I like them the least.
And we've got a Hulk question for the other guys.
Those
Right.
guys.
The Thor question is, name the acclaimed Shakespearean actor who directed
Oh,
Thor.
this is easy.
Kenneth Branagh.
Oh, damn.
All right, I will accept that. No bonus points, though, because our Thor guy over there didn't do it.
Kenneth Branagh.
Sound a little bit more excited.
I keep mispronouncing the names because you try pronouncing these things off the card like this.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, and the Hulk question for the two Hulk-like figures on our screen. Name the actor who plays the pizza-loving lab technician.
Oh, wait, it's the original TV show Hulk. It's
No.
no, he was the security guy at the door. He wasn't the
Yeah.
technician.
That was in the first one.
Oh,
That's right.
It
God.
was the door.
The original TV.
Well, no, but pizza loving because he brings him pizza to get in, doesn't he? It's got to be Ferrigno because he brings him the pizza
That's
to get
not
in. I
Lou
don't know.
Ferrigno. That's that you're thinking from the first one. No,
No,
yeah,
yeah.
it is Lou Ferrigno. No.
And you're both wrong.
No, it's
Sal and Faust, you have a...
What? All right, can you repeat the question?
yes, I can. Name the actor who plays the pizza-loving lab technician.
In which movie?
Was there a pizza loving?
Yes,
In
yes,
the
there
Incredible
was.
Hulk.
In The Incredible Hulk.
Lab technician. Lab technician? I don't know.
Faust?
I mean, I've got the entire cast in front of me. Right
I cannot find pizza loving.
All
You were
right,
killing me, man!
We're going to end this with...
Give it to the chat.
Chat, do you have the answer to who is the actor who plays the pizza-loving lab technician in
but
the
they have
Incredible
IMDb.
Hulk? Tony Grendel got it. Martin Starr.
Nice, good job.
Well, what
Tony.
else was he in?
Martin Starr, I got it.
Thank you, Faust. Thank you for towing the line.
I guess we're even.
All right, so that's 3 to the chat. So it's 5, 6, and 3.
No. They should have 6. You guys should have 6.
All right. No. Yeah, they have 6. You have 5. Or one of you guys. I don't know. They got it over there. All right, so...
Royal Statics got it, 663.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sal and Faust, you have Iron Man. Joel and Rob, you have Avengers.
Okay.
It actually was Hulk, but I'm going to rotate it to Avengers because
Thank you.
Man, one movie, but so
Enough.
much trivia
Oh.
for this one movie.
I know. All right, so for the Iron Man question, where does Tony not want to see the photo he takes with the soldier posted? Facebook, MySpace, Friendster, or Occupied?
It's MySpace.
Damn it.
So Rob's like, I had that.
Because it was already outdated when he said...
Also, Jim Cramer's Mad Money that shows up in those movies. They are such time capsules, and they're not that old.
All right,
There's a
now
weapons
for the
company
other
that
two,
doesn't make
for the
weapons.
other guys, the ones who jump off of a rooftop aiming for the bushes.
Damn it, I was going to say this. Aim for the bushes.
Always.
What does Loki say right before he uses his spear to control Hawkeye's mind?
Oh, that is
Rob's face.
that's specific. That's specific in particular. I've seen that movie. So what does he say?
Shush.
We got to do this again.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude, I swear to God, Drake, if you do not stop, you know what?
What is Drake doing?
Interference, Drake interference.
All right, you got time's up. What do you got? Anything for me?
I'm controlling your
Oh
mind,
God,
son.
Drake, man, you're killing me.
I'm controlling your mind, son, is not the answer. All right, Sal and Faust, do you have the answer?
Okay, this is what does Loki say to Hawkeye
Hawkeye, right before he
takes over his mind?
Wait,
Uh,
I asked for 20 more seconds because Drake was messing me up.
hang on.
Wow.
I'll pull out my DVD.
Yeah.
You got
Remember
it? Chat's already got it, so don't cheat.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Gonna make us look bad at our jobs.
Yeah. I do not remember.
That's a tough one.
Because I know what he says to Iron Man, which is amazing, but it's not. I don't remember.
That is a specific pull. That's
All right.
What
Last
is
chance. You got anything?
Give it to the chat.
Chat said it. You have heart.
Oh!
I knew
would
it was
never
some.
remember that.
I knew it was some kind of like dry pun like that. I knew it was something.
Yeah.
Man.
But I was confusing it with the Iron Man one for later. I'm like, no, he says it to him, but not to Hawkeye.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking the cool line that he says to Iron Man, not "You have heart."
Somebody says you my bitch.
Yeah.
Best
If
answer
I
ever.
wrote the movie, that's what he would say.
All right. Next question. We have a Hulk. No, you know what? Not a Hulk. We're going to do a Avengers question for Sal and Faust.
Okay.
And a Captain America question for Joel and Rob. We're done with Hulk.
Yeah, no more Hulk. We've had a moratorium on him.
Marvel's very much said no more Hulk unless he's teaming up.
That's
true.
what's going on. All right, so the Avengers question is, hold on, our Saturday morning music has now got to start over again. There we go. There we go. All right, so our Avengers question is, when a character is mind controlled by Loki, what color do their eyes turn, Sal and Faust?
I think it's blue.
That's it right there. You got it.
Because it's the same color as the crystal.
Yep. All right.
I would have said pale.
Faust,
but then
you are
maybe I'm
so
more-
amazing at this.
Dude, Faust is wrecking
he's
this
answering
game,
it
dude.
so fast.
I was about to say, like, bluey green, like, it's the color of crystal, but, like...
You see, now we're debating colors because I would have said pale because like they get that glazed over. I'm being controlled.
No, the card says blue, so you're wrong.
Fair enough.
All
I
right,
can't
and
debate
the
color.
Captain America question is, this is a big one. Which one of the following health issues did Steve Rogers not suffer from before becoming Captain America? Asthma. I'm not gonna. I hope that's okay. No, it's not that one. I'm not pronouncing it. Asthma, high blood pressure, tuberculosis, or scarlet fever.
Scarlet
Which one
Fever.
did he not suffer from before becoming Captain America?
Scarlet Fever.
Wrong.
What?
I was
Sal
gonna say.
Faust.
Tuberculosis?
Tuberculosis.
You got it. Sal got it.
Oh, God.
See, I should have
Pick up
spoke
the
up
other
on
two.
that one. I was not quick on the draw on that because I
It was too
remember the
late.
sheet very, very vividly that was the one he didn't
Well,
have.
why didn't you
was
say
the only
anything?
I wasn't quick enough.
Oh,
I
you
was
should have been
trusting
like, no,
how-
Rob, you're wrong.
I love how a person in the chat has just said death. He didn't suffer
Death.
from death.
Nah.
He suffered from
All right, here we go.
scarlet
Next one. We've got a Hulk question for Salad
Full-blown
Round.
AIDS.
Great.
And an
My favorite
Avengers
category.
question for Joel and Rob. So here's how we're going to do Hulk from this point on, because we got so many Hulks. You can take the Hulk or pick any other category.
Ooh.
Hulk can be the wild card.
House, what do you think, man?
I mean, if we do Avengers, there's a chance we'll get Age of Ultron, which I saw multiple
If you do
times.
Avengers, it'll be a speed
do it.
round because they got Avengers.
Okay, let's not do Avengers.
Yeah, do Avengers.
Don't
What
give
is,
them a chance.
do like Iron Man 2. I don't know.
Iron Man? All right,
Yeah.
Iron Man it is. At what age did Tony Stark graduate summa cum laude from MIT?
Summa cum
At
laude.
what age did he
I
graduate
think I know
summa
this.
cum laude?
Faust, you got any guesses? I think I have the answer, but I don't know.
You go, because it's more likely to be right, if we're honest with ourselves here.
Right. I want to say it was 16, but I don't know.
Wrong.
You know
Do
what?
you want to pick it up?
Yeah, I do want to pick it up, actually. If I can, I'm going to say, what was it, 13?
Wrong.
Really?
Chat,
Can I take another?
I haven't even seen it in chat yet.
It's.
14.
I think it's 15.
Wrong.
14 years old.
Is it an
14.
age
Wrong.
between 1 and 20?
Yes.
Then I got it right. I'll claim that point.
Chat doesn't even have it right either. They're all saying 14, and that is not the
Oh,
correct answer.
hold
according
on,
to
hold
Smart.
on. Hold on.
It's we've gone into speed round. Whoever can get it first.
18 years
1,
old?
2, 3,
Wrong.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
17?
Wrong. 17. Rob, take it
Oh,
up.
wow.
Awesome. I'll take it.
It's
I
not a
don't give a
clean
damn.
win, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I will take that
Well,
win,
chat
man.
didn't get it
That was
either,
rough.
so they were
What was it? What was it? Vin Diesel said it didn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
All right, the Avengers question for Joel and Rob is, after Loki steals the Tesseract, at what level does Nick Fury classify the threat? 1, 5, 7, or 10?
What do you think, Joel? I want to say 5.
I was gonna say, well, level 7 is the thing from the show where it's like you just attained level 7, and I feel like I should remember. It's like, well, obviously it would be the biggest one, but God, I hate myself because I can't remember.
All right, chat and Joel and Rob get the points. So go ahead, throw it on your with you guys too, chat. For this, for the.
I was gonna. Oh, did they get it? I was like.
Apparently, they're saying they did, so they can have the point with Joel and Rob.
Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, what does the card say? Did we get it right?
Yeah. What does the card say?
Oh no. What was your answer for this one? Sorry, I was
But
looking at
we
chat.
didn't make an answer yet.
Oh, yeah,
That's
no,
what-
yeah.
that's what we said we had to-
I'll go with like 7.
It is correct.
okay.
Hey, see, that was a team
This is a
effort. We helped
very
that out because I
close
remembered
game.
that
Just
that's
gonna
the
throw that
highest
out.
level.
Like, I have the chat window sitting over here, so I'm explicitly, like, looking over there.
Yeah, I'm deliberately. I have it like on my phone, further away from me, with a card over it.
Oh no, I'm looking at it. I've got Wikipedia pages open. It's fine.
Sal's got Tiff off to the side, sign language, and can't answer.
All right. So Sal and Faust, you've got Iron Man again. Joel and Rob, you have villains, but I will give you the option to pick another category.
Okay.
I like villains.
All right. So for the Iron Man question,
Was this us?
it's you guys.
All right.
What are Tony Stark's parents' names? What are Tony Stark's parents' names?
I know his dad's name. I don't know his mom's name.
I know his mom's
I know his dad
name.
too.
I
But
know his mom's name.
By this point, you should know his dad's name.
Yeah.
Right.
He's only been in like 5 other movies.
Yeah. It's slipping my mind right now. I can't remember his dad's name actually. Yeah. I don't know.
you don't know?
No.
All right, Joel and Rob.
Howard and Maria Stark.
There you
Yes, win. All right, the villains question for Joel and Rob is, in which of the following films is S.H.I.E.L.D. director Nick Fury seen reporting to a secret shadow council? Thor, The Avengers, Captain America the Winter Soldier, or Iron Man 2?
This one's pretty obvious.
The Avengers, I think.
Howard
Is
the-
it the Avengers?
It's that one.
Okay. I thought it was the Avengers.
It's Avengers.
The Shadow Council with Powers Booth.
Is
who
it The
would show up
Avengers?
at
Because they
end of
misprinted the card and it's got all of the answers on the back.
Oh, really?
It is the Avengers.
The Avengers?
Well, it's Avengers.
And the Winter Soldier,
No,
they
that-
show up in person.
Exactly.
Because I remember like seeing that scene when they're like, "Oh, the World Council." I'm like, "We're doing that, really? This is
How cool
Right,
is
and
it?
we've
That's
got
classic. That's
a
classic. Nick Fury,
speed
Agent of
round
S.H.I.E.L.D.
for
stuff.
Thor. So all
Okay.
four of you are involved. Woo! All right. Question is, in the first war with the Frost Giants, which one of his eyes did Odin lose?
Left eye.
left."
Is it left? It is. It was wrong, Rob. Your team loses.
Hey, no. Sal said left too.
That's why I was
Right,
like,
right,
I was like,
right.
Did
come
they
on.
switch it around for
Well,
the
if
movie?
it's
Did they
not his
switch it
okay,
around
if it's
for
not his
John?
left eye.
I think there's only two.
It's just said right eye like 10 times.
Okay, so Faust got one answer correct. So Sal and Faust get that one.
All right.
It was a Thor answer.
Yeah, all new, all
I
different
get the
Faust gets it
extra
right.
point.
All right, and we're going double speed on Thor questions.
Wow.
Okay, why not?
Which one of the following is another name for Asgard? Oh God. Vanaheim, Heaven, Realm Eternal, or Hell?
Realm Eternal.
Yeah, I was gonna say Realm Eternal.
Rob got it.
Nice.
Wow, we're just going back and forth here.
All those other places are places, but they do call it the
All
Realm
right.
Eternal movie.
Faust and Sal, you've got a Hulk question giving you the wild card. While Rob and Joel have also got a Hulk question giving them a wild card.
That's fair.
I think we've gotten all the easy ones off Hulk. It's just gonna be lab text from here
Okay,
on
so
out.
Sal and Faust, what would you like to take your question from?
Faust, what do you want? What do you think?
Like I said, if we choose Avengers, we might get Age of Ultron.
Yeah,
if we
let's
get
go with it.
anything else, we're
All right.
fucked.
Including
Yeah.
the one he destroys, how many punching bags does Captain America have at the gym?
Ooh. Oh,
Good job,
man.
Faust.
This is a terrible idea.
I want to say
Some
like
of these are rough.
4.
4, wrong. Joel and Rob, want to pick that one up?
I was
Ooh.
gonna say 4 actually.
Well, hold on. No, there's a one he knocks. There's a one he breaks. There's the one he picks up, puts on his shoulder, and then there's the one he has in his hand, which is 3. And then maybe are they kind of the ones against the wall? Because I think there's like maybe 2 or 3 more.
It
But
must be. I'll give you that
that's-
one.
I
It
mean,
must be.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 6.
Wrong, chat.
Oh, really?
I don't see it in the chat.
That's a rough numbers question, man.
That is
Yeah.
maybe like 7. I don't remember.
7 is the right answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll mark it. I
Well
didn't
done.
get it right.
Okay,
there
we're
you
giving
go.
that one to the chat because you guys would have gotten it eventually.
I like to think I have
Shouting
attention to
every number in the
detail,
book.
but I don't have
Something
the punching
said
bag attention.
50. All right, so Rob and Rob and Joel, what category would you like your question from?
What do you think?
What haven't we seen a lot of yet?
We haven't seen Age
Yeah.
of Ultron.
That's
No,
the
but
Avengers category. Which
That's
you
under Avengers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I guess let's do Avengers then. I
No,
guess.
that's the same question. We already did it.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
We haven't done much. Well, what was
Cap.
that? Captain America. Yeah, let's do Captain America.
Okay. During training, when faced with a live grenade, what does Steve Rogers do?
Oh,
Jumps
this
on
is
it.
obvious.
Ignores it, kicks it, dives on it, or runs from it?
Dives on it like a hero,
All right, that's another point for you guys.
like a big hero man. He
Duck,
dives on
dive, dip, dodge, and duck.
it. There you go. The rules of dodgeball.
The rules of dodgeball.
All right, and now we're moving on to the challenging questions.
You mean those ones weren't challenging? Some of those were pretty challenging.
Hell.
So we've
All
got
right.
Avengers on Sal and Faust and villains on Rob and Joel.
Let's do it.
The Avengers question is, name the actor who plays Hawk. Wait, what? We already did that one.
I'll take it. Jeremy Renner.
name the actress who plays Hawkeye's wife.
Oh, dude.
Ooh.
All right, well, that's one for Sal, I guess. All right,
Was
and
it really?
and the villains question is,
Yes. Well,
which villain is once referred to as Howard Stark's lifelong friend and ally?
Obadiah Stane,
Yes.
aka the Ironmonger.
You're right. Okay, you both get. I just love how it was like a question we've already had. An obscure villain's name.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, we've got a Cap question for Sal and Faust, and a Iron Man question for Joel and Rob. The Cap question is: who is the head of Hydra, Hitler's research division? Who is the head of
Red
Hydra?
Skull.
You know, that's funny because S.H.I.E.L.D. has actually started retconning a bunch of that stuff.
Incorrect. That is incorrect.
Okay.
of the Hydra division
Yeah,
of Hitler.
yeah. Hitler's Research Division.
Oh no, it's not the Red Skull. It's it's his human. It's his human name.
Johann
Johann
Schmidt.
Johann Schmidt.
Johann Schmidt.
Dude, I say give that to
Yeah.
Sal, dude. You should probably give that to Sal.
That he should probably. I mean, come on. We all knew who it was.
Yeah, I'm like,
I was going off of what the card said.
Now, if I had answered the other one in the opposite direction, if I had said Ironmonger, aka Obadiah Stane, instead of the other way around, would I have been screwed over?
Ironmonger, yeah. Well, in any case.
Which honestly, I think I should get more
Sal,
points
so
for knowing
Rob
that
and
he's the Iron-
Joel,
Right.
where is Tony Stark's Oceanwide mansion located?
Malibu.
Yep. There
Hey.
you go. All right.
Dude, I say
In Iron Man 3, what is the address?
I say you should give Sal that point for Red Skull.
Wait, no, we're giving it to him. We'll give it to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's so funnier, though.
It is funny.
No, it is his real name. Moving on.
By the way, I don't like you, Sal.
It's his birth name.
All right, now we are coming to the end of our show, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through 5 lightning rounds.
Why?
5 lightning
Wow.
rounds.
Okay.
Okay.
Why? Why?
It's a lot of lightning.
Why not?
That's a lot of lightning. That's a lot of Thor running.
I think you know why not.
Bennies.
All right. We're
Someone
going
in
to
the
give
chat said,
you
"Where's Benny?"
first one. See how fast one of you guys answers. An Avengers question. Name the actor who plays Vision.
Paul
Paul
Bettany.
Bettany.
Damn it.
Give that one to Sal.
Damn.
All right, we're going to go with
Sal, do you
another.
look at Sal? Sal's like, fuck yeah, I got
We're going to go with another Avengers question. Ready? Ready?
I got one right.
Name the only Avenger that can calm the Hulk.
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
That's a Joel. That's a Joel.
Good job, Joel.
Got that quickness.
Was one I actually
I'm
knew.
looking for a tricky one.
Joel with the quickness.
Oh, here we go. All right.
That quickness, though.
This will be a good one. See who gets this one in a hurry. Captain America, aside from the super soldier serum itself, what other component is needed to stimulate growth?
Vita race.
Electricity.
Vita race.
Yep, Rob got it.
Vitamins.
There we go.
All right, here we go again. I'm looking for a tricky one on this list here.
Dude, don't do that.
Oh, here we go. A Thor question. And Faust, we'll get 10 seconds before you guys to answer this one.
Why? No, because then if I don't get it, it's even more embarrassing. No, I don't want that 10 seconds.
Thor is actually my favorite Phase 1, if you can believe it. I actually really like that one.
It was
After
pretty good.
arguing with his father, what oversized piece of furniture does Thor flip over in a fit of rage?
Can I just go?
Ooh,
Hey, go! Everyone, go!
The
It's a table.
I'll give it to you both because you both
There
got that
you
one at the same time.
Man, dude,
that
Sal
was
was
a-
on that, man.
That was a double KO. As well.
You know the worst part about that one? I knew it, but then I was like, no, it can't be a table because
One of my favorite table
flip,
flips
it's a
in all of movies.
All right.
Hey, what's the score, chat? I'm curious.
Yeah, let's go with the
Chapel
score.
World.
Can you rig it so Sal and I are winning? Feel sorry for us.
What do we win? What do we win besides bragging rights?
You bragging rights. That's basically it.
Just checking.
What's the chat? Because this is the last question. This is going to be a good one. 14, 18, and 6.
6. Nice.
So is the 18 of Joel and Rob?
No.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
No.
This isn't going to matter, but let's see who can get this final one.
Right.
You know what? Whoever gets this one gets 5 points.
Ooh.
Making the entire game pointless.
Yeah.
Which 2 of the following were not included in Tony Stark's personality profile? Volatile, self-obsessed, selfless, depraved, or does not play well with others?
Selfless and depraved.
You both got it.
Because those were the 2.
I see.
That's weird that they both got it. But
We got
I
another
say-
one then. We got another one because you both got it, so we can't end it with the 5 point right there. Okay, ready?
You should give it to Sal because obviously he got paired with me. Yeah.
Where do Captain America and Black Widow meet for the first time?
On the
shield-
helicarrier.
Ooh,
You
that was a
both
hard-
got that one again.
Damn it, Sal. Hang up on Sal.
draw.
Ooh. The lick.
Okay, we're going with a simple. No, wait. Obadiah Stane compares Tony's miniaturized arc reactor to which of Beethoven's symphonies?
Oh. Oh, I feel like I should know this.
Wow.
The fifth?
Wrong. All right, so we got 3 more of you. Faust, you can take it for the team.
You know you're Beethoven, don't you, Faust?
Yeah, I'm down with the Beethoven. Yeah.
Beethoven and Bach, that's music to invade Europe, too.
9th.
You've got it.
It was the...
What?
And
Nice.
Faust...
No!
The win of the entire game is the South
No!
because of Faust.
We came so hard and tried so hard, and in the end, it didn't even matter.
Dude, he's Rudy, man.
And now that little boy who no one cared about has just won the Super Bowl.
Dude, Faust clutched the shit out of that game. Damn
This
it.
is a comic book moment right here.
Wow.
The
That's it. That was a true underdog story.
They will make a
Wow.
movie about Faust in this game.
They're gonna make a movie about
guys,
Faust in this game.
Is
gonna-
your own copy of Lord of the Rings. And Seth gets a better goatee for Iron Man his
Wow.
next appearance.
They're gonna make a movie called The Podcast, and it's gonna be a story of Faust.
Yeah.
It all culminates in this moment.
Okay, we need to find an X-Men Trivial Pursuit because then I will be down on that. Like,
It's got to be more than just this. I'm going to buy them all. This was a
Yeah,
blast.
dude, you will struggle in an X-Men Trivial Pursuit. I promise you.
Oh, yeah, we're going
Like,
to
I will dominate an X-Men Trivial Pursuit.
I will
Trivia
massacre.
Pursuit next week, or do a regular podcast if I can't find a copy.
X-Men. Well, dude, I will find a copy. We'll do some X-Men. Dude, this Trivial Pursuit is fun. Dude.
A lot of fun.
Maybe I should host the X-Men one because I think I would be the Faust in that situation where I'd be letting everyone down. You're like, I
All
don't
right,
know.
guys, thank you so much for joining us today. We will be bringing you a Jessica Jones spoiler cast either later this week or on our normal slot next week. If you did enjoy this kind of game or this kind of episode where we do kind of like games and trivia, let us know. We'll do more of them. There's plenty of games out there that we can drag together to test the knowledge of your favorite comic book YouTubers.
Yeah.
True enough.
And on that note, I think we should end the podcast. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I just
agree.
want to throw a disclaimer
Let's do
out
it.
there. I know lots about comics. I just don't care about the movies that much.
So, well, the X-Men movie trivia pursuit.
Wait, I've seen all the X-Men movies multiple times because if I
Name
need to
the
feel
director.
angry.
Well, what kind of black
For those of you
leather?
guys wondering where I got this Trivia Pursuit game, it is I found it at GameStop today and went to go get Just Cause. They had it sitting in there in that little like
That's
bin of
cool.
crap they have.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was I think it was $15 total. I don't know. something like that. So for those of you guys who want to get it for yourself, and according to this is Volume 1
Oh my God.
Part of a series.
of a series.
Volume
Good
2
idea.
is like Phase 2. That would make
DC
sense.
Trivia Pursuit will be funny because we'll see who actually knows
Oh,
that.
dude, I would do
my
awful on
God.
DC
I wonder
Trivia
have a Teen
Pursuit.
Titans.
And I-
Trivia
I would do all right on that.
I doubt it. If they do,
I know
do
my
it-
obscure DC villains.
GameStop is not sponsoring us.
They should be though. If anyone's
Yeah.
got any pull with
Find
GameStop,
that
the
company who made that Trivial Pursuit game. Send this episode over to them.
I think it's Trivia Pursuit.
tweet that to them.
Oh, it's Hasbro.
Hasbro. Hey,
Hey,
Hasbro,
alright,
you want to
so-
like...
so-
You guys make a fine product. Just want to put that out.
Good product. We love their stuff and their shirts. Send them over.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. On that note, we'll be seeing you all later. Thank you for joining us. And if you stick around later tonight, I'm about 50-50 on if we'll be coming back streaming on this channel yet again. Zodical may be bringing you the Just Cause 3 stream from Eligible Monster Gaming channel. Otherwise, we will see you tomorrow with it if we don't come back tonight. But make sure you follow this channel if you want to get up to date on that news. And follow us all on Twitter at ComicStorian, at Sal Says What, at the DVD Grouch, because he's got to be weird, at Comics Explain. And at Rhythm Beats 2940. What is this?
It's rhythm beat music.
All right. If you follow all those, you'll know when anything goes live on this channel. If it's gaming, it'll be my stuff. So make sure you follow at Comic Storian. Thank you guys
Also,
so
at
much.
the weekly poll.
Oh yeah, follow at the weekly poll. By the way, we're the weekly poll. You can follow that too if you want to see when the podcast goes live. Duh. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
And